I would do a updated apartment tour because now I've been here a year and a half and I feel like it's much more lived in. I feel like it's less empty, less messy. That being said, have I cleaned before I've done this tour? No. I think that's a little bit unrealistic. So there's dishes in the sink, there's laundry drying in my bathroom. Actually, I might move the laundry because it is my underwear. I will move the laundry for you, but I'm not doing the dishes and I'm not wiping down the counters because there's someone living here and I'm not going to hide that. Yeah, I've been here a year and a half. This building is, I think, almost 100 years old. It was built 1930. It is so windy outside. If you hear anything, it's because, yeah, it's like knocking everything over. I guess I will show you. Oh, the sun decided to come out. I'll show you my apartment. I think it's been a year since the last time I showed you my apartment. Not the most has changed, but yeah. Come. This one's still here, still alive, still kicking. Let's do this. This is the front door. It's kind of an awkward space, but it's kind of a mudroom and there is so much salt on the floor from tracking it in here. Like I said, I didn't clean. I have the basics of what's at a front door. That hangers, a little bowl to put all my shit in, my pochette, obviously, umbrella, 47 hat, some random picture from probably Urban Outfitters. And then this is where all my storage is. For a Monica closet, that's quite clean. And then this is where I keep all the winter stuff and then boxes of things and more storage, which I love how deep this closet is. And then this is from IKEA. The basket's from IKEA. This I thrifted and it's gotten damaged in the amount of times I've moved. And then these are my platform Crocs with the best gibbets. And then moving on to my favorite part is my living room. This is my writing desk, which I have two desks. One's in my bedroom, you'll see, because I need to separate like my 9-to-5 corporate job from like my creative endeavors. A lot going on here. This is, I don't know, like it's not really a vision board. It's just pictures and things from my travels of my friends. One thing I always collect when I travel is obviously tickets of museums and things. I love collecting the postcards in the gift shop of like my favorite pieces of art. We have Rumpelgucher, which I don't know if I should take the tags off because I don't know if it depreciates the value like a Beanie Baby. There's my Jelly Cat. And then I kept this piece of wax because it fell in a heart. I don't know. And this is the key for the desk when I lock it up because this whole thing like folds up and it's not like it doesn't cut into the space as much. And then one of my Monsteras that I have, I absolutely love these little propagation thingies. I don't know what to call them. Thrifted or like got those books secondhand. This is journal, glasses, crystals. I think this speaks for itself. Hair clips, tea. Oh, I have another one of these candles in red in my bedroom. Dollar store. Lastly, I should say that I don't have a chair for this yet because I haven't decided on what kind of chair I want. I just bring a chair in from my kitchen. Moving on, I need more vinyls. Kitty's food water station, record player. This I got secondhand. It's an IKEA shelf. I don't even think they make them anymore. And on the top, I have another plant, TV. This entertainment unit is actually from IKEA, and then I got the doors and the legs from like some sort of company that like makes them specifically for this IKEA unit to make it into an entertainment unit, which I think is really handy. This is where I was sitting. Second Monstera, more plants, hanging plant, prints. I thrifted the chair. That's from IKEA. This is Kitty's favorite spot to lay, as it should be anyone's favorite spot to lay. Made for a princess. That stool is from IKEA as well. I think I got that from HomeSense. I stole these from a friend, these two pots. This I thrifted. So close. This I actually handmade when I was in BC. And as you can see, the crystal casts rainbows all throughout my living room. What the fuck are you doing? Please figure it out, please. Then my prized possession, which is Trisha, and I stopped potting her in bigger pots, and I ended up cutting her and putting her in another pot. So she's actually 2 pots, same plant. And it got pretty dark in the summer and I didn't take her outside, so she lost a lot of her fenestrations because she used to look like this, but that's okay. Another hanging plant. The pots are from IKEA, and then I just bought, I don't even know what this kind of rope is, off of Amazon. And I just handmade them because I'm sorry, those macrame hangers, too expensive. I think I bought like a whole roll for maybe like $5 and I've made like 8 or 9 hangers. She figured it out. Oh, and obviously my balcony, but I'm not going to show you out there because it's -20 today, I think. But I have like these little tiles from IKEA. I got that secondhand. Those were Mum's from the fall. Up here I have like those floating bookshelf thingies and another propagation thingy. And over here, another favorite part of the living room for me is the fireplace, which is kind of what sold. It was the radiators in the fireplace that sold me on this place. In the fireplace, I just have books and candles. Another plant, another pothos. I got the mirror from Winners, I think. Then my rubber tree. And I should say that the rubber tree and the bird of paradise and the monstera are all the same age. I think they're 7 years. I've had them for 7 years. And as you can imagine, when I got the bird of paradise, it was like maybe 1.5 feet tall, and same with the rubber. On the fireplace, I just have these 2 candlesticks. I don't even know where I got them. I'm sure you can get them off Amazon. And then this I thrifted. And then dried flowers. Lastly, an icon, Audrey. My easel, started that this weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And my bookshelves, which I'm slowly filling. I can't get rid of my CDs. I don't know why. I started collecting them in the early 2000s and I can't get rid of them. I can't get rid of the DVDs either because I don't trust Netflix with how much they take movies off. My Assassin's Creed memorabilia because it's my favorite game ever. This is my favorite shelf, obviously. And I added this recently and I think it just adds such a Regency vibe to my living room. Another one of my favorite things is this peak here. This plant had spider mites. That's why she's wow. And she's quarantined over here. And then the main thing of the room, obviously, is the couch and the table. This is a West Elm dupe. I forget where I got it. That's actually a West Elm couch. I think it's like the Harmony couch. Took them 6 months to make it. And I sat on the floor for a very long time back when I was in Toronto. This rug I just got secondhand. Really hard to keep clean because it's white and it's a shag carpet. But but it makes the room so cozy. Lastly, I should say I added my IKEA light chandelier thing to make the room feel less vacant. It is just pot lights that actually light this. Do I ever use them? No. Is there a light in this? No. But that's so much prettier with the chandelier, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Then if we move this way, this is the bathroom. The only things that have been renovated in this apartment are the bathroom and the kitchen. So I get a rainfall shower and I love it. Another plant I hung. This is actually the original tub that came with the apartment, and it's some kind of metal. I forget the name of the metal, but it can hold heat. It does not get cold. And I hung another plant here. I do love having showers in the sunshine. The shower curtain is from Urban, and I wanted the peaches, but I got the papaya, and you know what? I'm very grateful I got the papaya because I like papaya better than peaches. Behind me, of course, Spirited Away poster. These shelves I made because I just can never find shelves I actually like. And I have Kiki's delivery service up there. And then all my bath stuff, like bath bombs, bubble bars, bubble bath, another plant. And then me when I'm like 4 or something, because we're healing our childhood trauma. I like how it says smut slut as I say that. And then that's back there. I love my little toothbrush holder. So cute. And back here I just have house coats. So that's the bathroom, and then into the kitchen. This is the area I struggle with the most. I think I've done pretty good, but it's just very dark in here. So that's why I've added my greenhouse, my IKEA greenhouse cabinet, and I added all the Kerwin Frost Happy Meal figurines I've got. I don't have the other 3. I'm sorry. The table's from IKEA. These are wishbone chair dupes. I don't know where I got them. Don't know where I got the jute rug, but that is where they had ironing boards back in like the 1900s. Do I have an ironing board? No, I use my straightener. I added another chandelier in here as well because, again, I needed some warmth. I needed something to fill the space. My friends draw shit on here, but that's my agenda. A shelf I actually don't mind is this one from IKEA. The print I have on it. I'm sorry, this print above a coffee bar. How do you like your coffee? With you? My friend makes these prints and they're so cute. She makes like Taylor Swift prints, Harry Styles prints, 1975, like so many cute prints, and I will link her shop below. And I don't have them on right now, but I have these lights hung and they turn on around like 5 and they're very cute. This is my coffee bar, one of my prized possessions. There's not, like, I know there's supposed to be a microwave and a baker's rack, but I don't use one, and so I just never bought one, and I know that's so weird. I don't have a dishwasher, I don't have a microwave. Living like a true European. And then moving on, again, I said I did not clean dishes or the counters, but this is the kitchen. Like I said, it was also renovated, and this is the front of my fridge, and I have my friends and my travels on here. On my counters, just have like more charcuterie boards, Smeg appliances, obviously obviously and then in these cubbies, coffee things, more plants, French onion soup things, another plant, plants, coffee things, dead sage. I collected them, yes. And spaghetti. Love using this in the summer to actually make fresh orange juice. My cast iron teapot. Plants. Dirty dishes. My fruit basket, which is kind of looking sad. I just can't eat fruit fast enough to fill that up as a single person. More Smeg appliances. And a dirty stove. And it is Valentine's Day today, so this is... As for what I have in here, I mean... And my collection of Starbucks cups. I'm just a girl. There is hundreds of dollars just in that tiny little crevice alone. And over here is more like the pantry section. I mean, nothing exciting. I mean, for some people this is exciting. Yeah. And then a plant. And again, I just think that's so cute. I love it. Final part of the kitchen is this little section here, which is my tote, obviously from Paris, and another print from my friend. I love it. It's so cute, and it's the same green as this green. And finally, the bedroom. I mean, I guess I'll start on the most boring wall, which is just my closet wall. This is like, it was difficult to figure out what to do with, but you know what? Zoella influenced me in 2012, and I will not be getting rid of these lights. And here on the wall, I have like my film photos from Paris with my girlfriend. That, like, are you kidding? So cute. And I bought that from one of the stalls on the Seine, a makeshift hanger for my purses, which is literally just a nail. Here we have my vibrator, Apple Watch charger, a fall candle, this most iconic crystal, and this is supposed to hold rings, but I just like it there because it's pretty. And then this is what I'm reading right now. I am so close to the end of Tower of Dawn. I did do the tandem read, but you finished Empire Storms first. Emma, Jane Austen, best Jane Austen book in my opinion. All About Love and Just Kids by Patti Smith. And then this I keep here because I annotate the fuck out of my books and all my bookmarks. And lastly, this is kind of turned, but this is a beautiful picture of me and my friend. Obviously in the Lily room, the Monet and Musée Longchamp. Up here, this is, again, I made the shelf. It has a projector on it. My PS4 is hooked up to it. And I take those down, and then this whole wall is the TV, my film camera, and these right now are my god tier movies. A24, Greta Gerwig, both. One of my favorite things in my room is my movie posters. Everything I've thrifted or my old license plate when I was in the worst province in Canada. As for the bedding, it's such a mismatch of things. Again, my other Jellycat. The sheets, like the plants. The sheets I got on sale at Urban, and I do really like them. I don't even remember where I got the yellow and the green. I know I got the duvet cover off Amazon. This I'm pretty sure is HomeSense. That nightstand is from IKEA though. This nightstand, HomeSense again. And on here, I have, I mean, it's a napkin holder, but I read that book every morning. That other candle I mentioned. And more memorabilia, Brighton Pier tickets, Monumentor ticket, which was Paramore and Fall Out Boy. I'm pretty sure this was Amsterdam, like getting into the city from the airport. My cousins, my friends. Another film photo from Paris. I think that's Dublin. That's Austria. That's actually a picture. It's a Polaroid. I don't know what ticket that is. And that was the ticket to get up the Austrian Alps. This lamp's from IKEA. Oh, bed frame's from IKEA. Another plant stands from HomeSense. This was my first plant ever. And at one point it got so, like the vines got so tangled that I had to cut off everything, and I cut it back completely, and it was really hard, but I couldn't get it untangled. And oh my, I propagated as much as I could. That's just off Amazon. Another stained glass I made. It is so cold outside. I love that you can see the chimney though. On here, just another plant. Watering can. This is my desk. I got my work to buy this keyboard and mouse because this is the cutest keyboard I've ever seen, and I cannot stand clicky keyboards. I need it flat. The desk shit's pretty self-explanatory. More photos from travel. Another hanging plant. That's CPA stuff and like Vogue's, leftover Vogue magazines. Desk. Hey, this desk, love it. Really, really old from Urban Outfitters. Probably can't get it again. I stole this chair from my parents. These shelves, that's my TBR. I just keep it there. I love that plant so much. That's just my jewelry, plants, smaller bags, and then a spool of pink ribbon to put pink ribbon on everything. This dresser's from, I got it off Facebook Marketplace, and it was actually like this woman that like just buys old furniture and redoes it. It was such a find. I'm so, like, one of my favorite things I've ever gotten secondhand. As for what's on the dresser, just a mishmash of random things. More plants I'm propagating, crystals, postcard from the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, my go-to perfumes right now, diffuser, crystals, and then some rocks are in here that I found in a forest in BC because this lady like paints rocks and then hides them in the trees. And my favorite, this was obviously in October I found these. This I thrifted, and then this was just a print I got off some random website. And this mirror I've had for so long, and I remember I got it for like $15, but I know a mirror like this would be way too expensive now. One thing about this apartment being 100 years old, and I need to be completely honest, because yes, this is pretty. I've made it pretty. As you can see, I have like a space heater, and that's because I have 2 outside walls, and below me is the garage, and it's minus 20 Celsius. Let's just say the insulation isn't great. My pipes freeze all the time. I'm fucking freezing all the time when it dips below a certain temperature, so I have to keep the space heater on because the radiators can't keep up with the cold coming in, and neither can my pipes. So there's a little reality. Besides the dirty dishes in the sink, there's some more reality for you. That's the tour. I hope maybe you got some inspiration. I know you can't really get a lot of the stuff I have, and I'm sorry. I mean, you could get the couch. It was a ridiculous price. It's the most expensive thing in my fucking apartment. Even if you just like got layout ideas, because I struggled with the layout of this room specifically because of the fireplace, and making your couch like a centerpiece is like, not having a couch up against a wall is like, it's different. It's hard to work with. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And thank you for watching if you got this far. I'm gonna have lunch. Bye!